Hi guys. Welcome to my blog. I'm gonna be reviewing a horror show called Descent into Horror Hell. I hear good things about them. I hear bad things about them. I don't know. I'm gonna check this out, and I'm just gonna let you know my thoughts. So join me. And these are the guys, huh? Like they make this bigger. Here are some scary looking guys.
We're going to be doing our section, of course, recent watches.
Oh my god.
It's actually become kind of a mainstay for us. I think it's a good idea. We've seen maybe once or twice, but
I don't know what to think of these guys. These guys are pretty scary.
Land of the Minotaur.
Oh.
This, of course, has the late great Peter Cushing and Donald Pleasence.
They seem to know their material, so I'm kind of impressed on that. But the look of the show is kind of, yeah. I've seen better shows. I can see why these guys don't have the greatest ratings. Descent into Horror Hell, huh?
Teenagers go missing in this layer thing under the
They sure like to talk a lot, don't they?
Satanic.
Yeah, let's kind of fast forward a little bit and get to some movies. I Saw the Devil. That's a good movie. I like that movie.
The Koreans and the Asians, and they make some of the most brutal films, real life.
Yeah, Skidgore guy, he's kind of scary ghoul. He doesn't have any makeup. I would have done that differently.
But I Saw the Devil is really.
I do like their setup though. It's pretty cool.
Basically, this film.
Hey.
Hi guys, I'm so enthralled by this show, Descent into Horror Hell. I'm on episode 32, my goodness, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm wired. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, so let's get back to some of the action. This is Descent into Horror Hell.
Basically, if you're. Well, this isn't.
I'm learning about all sorts of movies.
This is like really extreme shit.
Some of these movies I never even heard about before. It's like I've been living under a rock or something. They do a great job trying to explain what horror is. Not that catch can shit you find at Walmart. This is the real shit. Look at this. Snuff 102. My goodness.
They finally put this out because it was actually.
Are you Ghoul?
Yeah?
Are you Ghoul from Descent into Horror Hell?
Yeah.
Hey man,
You think you can keep this shit down?
what's that?
Keep it down. Christ, you know what we're doing here? What I'm giving you, don't need all these people listening to you yapping your ass off.
Dude. You told me you could hook me up. I'm ready to blow up.
Now look, very dangerous and potent stuff.
What do you mean?
Watch in moderation.
I know a lot, some of your stuff. I am a big fan.
You'll know what I mean. Watch it in moderation. Right.
Just remember, moderation is your best friend. Now get out of here. What a dumbass. Stupid fans.
I'm actually a fan of his, and he's acting like he's a... What the fuck did he mean by that? Watch careful. Whatever. It's just... 39 episodes. This is gonna be fun. Well, we'll start with the pilot episode.
Oh, hell. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally here. Dude, my name is Skid Gore. I'm Ghoul. We're gonna let it rip for you.
I just met
A
him!
good horror for you. Charles.
He's my hero!
Charles to all you out there, horror fans.
Cheers!
What's going on, horror fans?
Much later.
Just out of the multiple ones we've done so far.
Yeah, but like, you know, we really do like the story. We like a creepy film. That's what horror's all about. So, basically, Dan O'Bannon made it his movie. He originally was gonna make like a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, but he didn't want to trample on George A. Romero's shoes, and you know, much respect to him for that, because you know George Romero is fucking George Romero. You know what I mean?
George
So he made it his own film. He made it a comedy. But
3 days later.
The songs, and like we said, John Carpenter is just a master at music and scores, so they really made the movies that
I really
nice
think
movie.
Fender, yeah, and I really think Fender Bender deserves more attention. I really hope people check it out. A fan of like films like obviously like Halloween.
Six months later.
Right, what are we talking about next?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The first film was nothing.
But you know the backstory of that movie. Holy
The second film's pretty good. The third's alright. Fourth is abomination.
Yeah. That is
The remakes are somewhat okay.
Some of the remakes.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, will return in a moment. Shocktober, New York's movie station creates a little monster. September, Shocktober, November, a little bite of the unexpected.
What was that? A little vampire humor?
Shocktober, it's back. It's very cool to be a ghoul. We'll be seeing you on Channel 11. Shocktober, on New York's movie station.
Hey boys and ghouls, what's going on? This is Ghoul from Descent into Horror Hell, and this is my co-host,
Skid Gore. What's going on, guys?
This is our annual Halloween episode, episode 40. We're getting close to the half-century mark. I think it's a
Getting
century.
there. We're getting there. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Alright, we got a jam-packed show for you, so we're not going to waste a whole hell of a lot of time with the nonsense, but how do we deal with unruly fans?
Well, I think you kind of saw what happened to, what was his name? I don't even know what the hell his name was, man, but he was saying bad shit about us, so we had to put him in his place, so.
That's why
There you
nobody
go.
should ever review our show.
And you can overdose on our show, too, if you watch it.
It is
too much,
possible.
as you saw.
It is possible. But without further ado, guys, we're going to run it quick to the intro. We'll be
Happy
back.
fucking Halloween, goddammit.
Cheers.
Whatever.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, 6.
Hey, what's going on, fucking horror fans and fans of everything macabre?
Happy Halloween, as we said before, and this is actually going to be kind of fun. This is going to be our top 25 each favorite horror films from the year 2000 to 2020. So,
shittiest year ever.
So this is, well, yeah, pretty much. That's a whole nother topic there. That's a whole nother show.
I don't even want to talk
we're
about
going to
it.
keep about it horror, and this is going to be cool. You know, we probably talk about some of these films in the past episodes.
I know we have.
But we thought it would be awesome to kind of.
So we'll kind of
talk about our
I guess
favorites.
we'll talk about the ones maybe that we really haven't talked about in the past.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of we'll kind of go through them pretty quick, so we're not going to bore you with the same content.
Yeah, we're not going to
Over
fucking
and
talk
over
all
again.
about these movies, so we'll throw little things in there or there. So without further ado, I'll go first from 2000. American Psycho. Yeah.
Huey Lewis in the news. Hit it.
Yes, and Phil Collins.
And Phil Collins.
Amazing
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, amazing soundtrack in this movie. What can you say about American Psycho, man? Christian Bale, I think it's his best performance, really. I mean, I know he's known for Batman and stuff like that, but I really think that this film solidified him as such an actor of so many varieties, you know? And he just plays Psycho perfectly, man. Like, that business card scene is one of my favorites as well. And, a little far-fetched at the end. I like about the movie is you don't know whether he's thinking about this in his head or this is actually really truly happening. And I think that that's kind of fun to just think for yourself, watch it, and see what you come up with. Because it never really says, did this happen? Didn't this happen?
Right.
You know? But this is a great film. American Psycho.
Classic.
Excellent.
The old raincoat.
Yeah, dude. Go what you got.
From 2015, The Witch. I love this movie. We saw it in theaters. We got lucky enough to see that.
Yeah.
This is a real great telling of the English tale of witches and the different forms that it takes. A lot of suspenseful moments in this. I know the birth scene and things like that. And then you had the goat. Can't think of his name offhand.
Black Phillip.
Black Phillip, yeah. Becomes actually his own character in this film.
Yep.
No, very suspenseful, really great. Really gives you, I guess, a real insight to the times. I remember watching it in theaters is really hard because there's no subtitles. So it was in that very heavy English accent.
Saying the same thing. It's like,
it.
dude, this is awesome. What the fuck is he saying?
Looks cool, but it's definitely one of those movies that really puts you in the time period. It's a period piece. Really great. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this. It got a lot of acclaim. Definitely check out The Witch from 2015.
And anyone who says that The Witch is not a horror film, you're a fucking moron. That movie has everything that a horror film needs. It has atmosphere, amazing story, acting.
Unsettling scenes. I mean,
very unsettling.
Yeah.
Very unsettling, especially when the baby gets, taken away.
Yeah.
You've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. See the Walmart. How I got this at Walmart, I'll never know. Battle Royale from 2000.
I didn't know what they thought it was WWE.
Now, you're probably sick to death of me talking about this movie just like Found, but man, yeah, this is one of my favorites from fucking those years for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Kids killing kids on an island. It's the Battle Royale act because these kids are just little smartasses and criminals, and the adults have had it, the teachers have had it. What can we do? Let's just throw them in a big Battle Royale on an island and make them kill each other in brutal ways. So,
There you go.
Battle Royale is the shit, man.
Classic.
Fuck yeah.
Love
Go
that
what
one.
you got.
I think I talked about this one a while back. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This movie became one of my favorites when I first saw it. This movie is just, downright creepy.
Yeah.
From this like CSI type autopsy, from a dad and a son, to like all just the crazy shit that goes down. You get a ghost story. You kind of get this possession type movie. It's kind of a murder mystery. Like, it's kind of all wrapped into one. And I love movies like that. They really make you think and they really throw you for a twist.
Yeah.
And she's hot as hell too. But that bell ringing scene, when they put the bells on if somebody like dies and they put them in the thing, and all of a sudden the bells are ringing, like, yeah, that's some goofy shit.
That's the scene I was thinking of too.
But, such a good movie. You actually learn quite a bit about autopsies in this one. Some of the stuff they talk about, what they look for, the burns on her lungs and stuff, and definitely worth checking out. If you haven't yet, this was from 2016. So, there you go. Autopsy, Jane Doe.
Great film. Oh my goodness. I'm going to bring down the mood here. Jack Ketchum, rest in peace. I think this is from 2006. We don't get the dates on these. I'm sorry. We're just kind of winging it. The Girl Next Door. Based on the novel by Jack Ketchum, rest in peace. But this film was greatly executed. I never really felt so unsettling and pissed off watching a horror film, or some kind of depressing film. It really made me depressed for days after I watched this. If you've read Jack Ketchum's book, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. I would recommend the book. Check out the book. But this film really hits a lot of nerves. I felt so bad for the character of Meg, the way Ruth was treating her, and the neighborhood kids are in on the abuse, and it's just a very unsettling film. It's not a film that you want to watch if you're depressed already, because you'll be 10 times more depressed when it's over. It really sticks with you. The Girl Next Door.
Oh, yeah. All right, now we all know Art, Terrifier. I love this movie. We all know All Hallows Eve is kind of where the character Art originated from. But this movie was brutal as shit, and I did not expect that. I know I saw some scenes, the woman getting cut in half is in the artwork. But I mean, like the jack-o'-lantern scene, where he goes in, and it's just kind of the dark comedy aspect to it, where he's waving at the girls and things like that. But, I mean, it's more brutal, I think, and gory than I expected, personally. This is, I mean, as far as, like, the gore and stuff, it's kind of like 100 Tears, where it's just got this clown that just goes absolutely ape shit and tries to, like, stalk anybody and anybody for no real reason, and I love that. They are coming out with Terrifier 2, can't wait to see that. Hope it's as good. David Howard Thornton, amazing job as Art the Clown. But yeah, if you definitely want to go to good splatter film, kids don't like the ending of it because it makes no damn sense, and he's right.
Well, they got a lot of explaining to do in the second one. Let's just say that, because you see his brain splatter.
And I hope they can do it. And if it's a supernatural thing, I'm okay with that. But please explain it.
Art really is an awesome character. He really is. Like
he's kind of like a cultural icon.
Yeah,
in a way.
He is. I mean, we were at Wendigo Fest tonight in our shit town, and there was a guy dressed up as Art. I mean, you get a movie that's like so independent. I remember Ghoul. This is actually the original. Before it was actually re-released.
Yeah.
Ghoul, that's the actually original. I think that's the fundraiser one, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a great film. I loved it.
Yeah.
Definitely, we gotta also say, All Hallows Eve is, it came from that All Hallows Eve story.
Different character, or different actor though. I don't remember the actor who played the original.
Kind of like that Found, where they made Headless,
Yep.
Kind
It's
of
just
like
a short. Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta get years on these. I think this is 2016, 2017, something like that.
2010, I believe. Now, Ulai Ball is not someone you would hear us talk about on Descent into Horror, because he's made a lot of shitty movies.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not ashamed to even say that, because it's true. But this movie is a first-round knockout. It's called Rampage. I love this fucking movie because it is so politically wrong. This is a guy that just gets so upset about world overpopulation in the world. And he's got nothing going for him. He's got a... He's between a man and he's between a kid and a man. He's growing up, doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. So basically, he just gets this idea to control world population. I'm just gonna get a shitload of weapons and go around and blow people away for fucking no reason whatsoever.
Love it.
It is done so nihilistically. It is so fucking brutal. Like, I just could not believe
I guess there's 2 more films after this. I don't know. I've never seen them, but this one, Rampage, the original, this is the one to check out. If you just haven't, it's a good movie to watch if you're having a really shitty day, like your girlfriend's being a bitch, your boss is being an asshole, you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat at the time. Fucking check this shit out, man. It'll make you feel better, just blowing people away. Not much of a story other than what I said before, but man.
It probably doesn't need it.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I love it. Rampage.
Alright, from 2015 Dark Sky, Deathgasm.
Oh,
Now this movie encompasses like everything we've talked about as far as like horror and metal being one. And they made the perfect movie to do so. Playing the literal riff from hell, summoning demons and things like that.
It's like a Sabbathy I Hate God riff. Like,
it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. And it's just it's just one of those like I always remember like some of the monsters and shit like that, and it really is a cool movie. Well done, effect wise. Brody, I believe his name is.
Yep.
You know, he dons the corpse paint, and they're kind of this real hack and shit band. but he stumbles upon these riffs or these hymns, I guess, what you want to call them.
Yeah.
Starts playing it, and all of a sudden it's all hell breaks loose. It's definitely a hell of a lot of fun, especially the beating with a dildo scene. It's the only. It always reminds me of that when they have that on like Facebook, where it's like, okay, a guy, a monster breaks into your house, and the only thing you have to defend yourself is whatever's on your left. It's the same idea. It's all he could find.
It's the only movie where you ever see that too. I've never seen that in any other movie.
Dildo. It's great.
It's got that kind of slapstick Peter Jackson feel to it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it is a New Zealand film as well.
Yep.
So yeah, it's definitely got that.
It's good.
Even a little bit of bad taste. I loved it.
And then it got a lot of talk in the beginning. Nobody's talked about it lately, but man,
I think it's one of my favorite horror comedies.
Oh yeah.
And I remember me and Goulart are huge extreme metal fans, and the fucking. The music in that movie is so badass. I remember when fucking Emperor's playing in the fucking car. We look at each other like, dude, that's fucking Emperor, man. It was a great movie.
Yeah, little Easter eggs you pick out.
Definitely one of my favorites. Could have easily made my list personally. Host of the Devil from 9. This is a Ty West film. I think this is his best film. He's made some really good films. Even The Innkeepers was good.
Oh yeah.
But House of the Devil is total 70s feel. I really care about the characters in this film too. It's a good character development story. Tom Noonan is in it as well, and he's great. Very menacing, very underrated actor, I think. But House of the Devil is great. There's some generally creepy fucking moments in this movie. It kind of brings you back to a bit of like a devil worship from the Satanic Panic era. You can totally see that in here. Great fucking film. I know people bitch about the ending, but I don't know. I don't mind it. House of the Devil. Check it out. Hail Satan.
Alright, here's a new one added to the list. Streets Run Red.
Oh, that one climbed up there, eh?
Oh, dude, this movie is so much fun. Fuck! So bad. So, I checked this out. It was not really a blind buy. I actually saw some people talking about it. It's a black serial killer. And it is very like, the acting between the cops is very like reminiscent, if you remember the movie 555, where they got this really cheesy ass police station, and it's just the way they talk to each other is just so ridiculous. Paul McCallany, if I'm saying that right, he also did Honky Holocaust. And, he did a couple of other films. So his style of directing is very straightforward and I wouldn't say politically charged, but it's politically incorrect at times.
Yeah.
But I mean, it delivers in the gore and the style of just brutality that this serial killer is into.
Amazing gore.
Yeah, and it's got the over the top of their sound effects. Yeah, it's like Just think like
Flower, Flesh, and Blood.
Yep.
Like when the axe fucking cuts the head up. Yeah, it's
think
kind of
that way. But as far as like some of the kills and things like that, and what he actually does,
top notch.
It's way up there. I would definitely recommend The Hills Run Red, Streets Run Red.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
Ghoul actually showed me that movie recently, man.
It's still from 2017. I thought it was newer than that, but it is not.
That one, I kind of like that raw extreme line.
Wild yeah.
They got some hits or hisses on there, man, but sometimes there's some good shit, and Streets Run Red, definitely. I enjoyed that.
It's fun.
Fuck!
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, here we got a brutal one here. I can't fucking see what fucking year on this is. The Loved Ones. Definitely Aussie horror at its best. Aussie horror at its best.
Aussie?
Kind of makes you question, like, that chick wants you to go to the prom with her. You probably should just say yes, because if you say no, this might happen to you. She might have a psycho fucking parents that do her bidding, and she's got some screws loose, and she likes to do a lot of shit with power drill. It's not very nice, including screwing feet. Oh god, that scene just fucking fucks with me, man.
Yeah.
But The Loved Ones is a great film. It's probably one of the best modern horror films I've seen, man. Definitely.
It's good. I like
First
that
round
one.
knockout. What you got?
From 20... I should probably look at this before I do this shit. 2016. Raw.
Oh, yeah.
Another one of those movies that was talked about. Actually, it was talked about more on the underground. This never really got, I think, as much recognition as it should have. This is French, I believe.
I couldn't tell you. I know it's from a different country, though.
Yeah, it's French, I believe.
Cannibalism.
But it's basically a girl who goes to this, I think it's a vet school. Or no, it's a medical school with like her family, her brother and sisters and stuff. And she finds out one day, or she wakes up and she's eating flesh, and she starts to realize she likes it. And finds out that like her family's basically cannibals. That's where she derives from. Great gore in this movie. Actually, a really great story. You kind of feel bad for her. She really kind of, is kind of stuck in this whole, does she want to be this kind of person? Does she not? But she still has to try to live a normal life, with her friends and stuff. Because they're best friends, not cannibals. She sees her do this, and yeah, it's kind of...
Yeah.
She's got to go through a real mental break, I think, to kind of understand it. But definitely check out Raw. Really worth it.
That one scene with the fork. Why are you eating me? So many great scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So we have a really brutal fucking movie here. What was it, 2015?
2015, I think, yeah.
Headless. Spawned from one of my favorites of all time, Found. It was that Short and Found, those little bastards are watching.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fucking...
Got it at the video store.
Yeah, it was so successful they decided to make a full-length, a full-length movie.
I wonder if they plan
And
on
I'm
doing
glad,
that.
dude, because, dude, this is like fucking Terrifier with art, man. This is fucking badass slasher. One of the best fucking modern slashers I've seen. Right up there with, like, fucking... off the top of my head, like Crossbear or The Collector or something, It's right up there with this. I absolutely love Headless. Shane Beasley, great presence on screen. Some very brutal kills. We talked about this in the past.
Always eats
dude
the eyeballs.
Eats the eyeballs. The eyeballs, you're just like,
just ooze out and shit.
Yeah.
It's so good.
This is a fucking good one for your trick-or-treat basket.
Mr. Parka, shout out, because...
Yes, Mr. Parka's in there.
Yeah.
I doubt he watches this, but if he does, hey,
naked
thanks.
again.
He loses his parka. Headless is badass, man. Check it out.
Yeah.
If you can find it.
Alright, guys, we're going to take a short break. We'll throw, I don't know.
We'll throw some tricks and treats at you.
Every now and again. What else would you expect from Ghoul?
Hail.
Cheers.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dreadful, and this is the Dr. Dreadful Food Lab. Makes lots of gross things, and then you eat them. Dr. Dreadful's monster skin. Care for a tasty tarantula, fly, cockroach. You can make swarms. And now magic powder, stir, and monster brains. Fruity. The Dr. Dreadful Food Lab makes gross things again and again. It's totally dreadful.
A haunted house. Wow, Kellogg's Mass. Scary how I love those sweet little puffs of wheat. A mirror. I'll shine some light on this mystery. There they are. Hey, what the... Oh my. And I want a Smacks to be part of my complete breakfast.
But kids, you could help Bigham. Just connect the dots on the back of the box to see how he gets away. And for helping, a free Bigham flashlight with mail-in certificate.
Welcome back, boils and ghouls, to keep it going here on our countdown for top horror films from 2000 to 2020.
Let's keep it rolling. What you got?
All right.
Roll the...
All right. I have from... Oh, God, I don't even know what this is from. I think it's like 2018. 1031.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
You know, this is one of those films that made my top list for films I watch every Halloween, October time.
Shit, yeah.
It's an anthology, short stories. Yeah, it's got everything. It's got vampires, it's got demons, scarecrows,
monsters,
pretty much everything. As far as like anthologies go, I always thought it's a hell of a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of...
They're making a second one too, I guess.
1032? No. But no, it's definitely up there. Definitely in the Halloween aspect. That old lady Hag, that house, oh my God, was she ugly. She reminded me of from Dead Alive, Lionel's mother.
Lionel, that's the Beetle. We're not going there.
But no, 1031, definitely check that out. You can still pick that up pretty much anywhere. Love the cover with the ghost though. Like, I just love that. That's what caught my attention at first because it's just so simple. There's nothing that just, is on all these fancy taglines and it's just creepy looking.
I would say 1031 and The Barn are like two of the fucking movies to watch during October.
Of the Halloween.
For sure.
Oh yeah. They're the modern new Halloween editions, I think, for most collectors.
Tales of Halloween is also
Tales of Halloween is also good, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, this is a fucking brutal one. I've talked to death about this on past shows, and rightfully so. Kevin Gage, in one of his greatest roles, is Chaos. This is one to see, the unrated version. I think they just released this on Blu-ray recently, but whatever. Yeah, this is a very brutal film. This actually could have been the remake of Last House on the Left. And we all know what a stir that little ditty caused.
For 72.
Yeah, dude, this one's no different, man. Like, I gotta say this guy's name right this time. David DeFalco. He wanted to show America and society in general the very ugly truth about human depravity, rape, and revenge. And it does happen, and it's a very horrible fucking thing that happens, but I think he really captured it in this film. There are no happy endings. There are no fucking heroes. A lot of bad shit happens, and that's the way I like my films. I don't like when you go in the sunset, everything's fucking great, this is a real fucking deal. Because the bad guys are probably gonna win, and just like Last House on the Left, of course the parents won in that one. But the tables are turned on Chaos, man. Check Chaos out. Kevin Gage at his fucking best. Rest in peace, Zach Stallone as well. Sylvester Stallone's late son. Awesome. Nice. What you got?
Oh God. Some of these are really hard to read.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish I knew it. It looks like 2016. Don't Breathe. Great movie. It's creepy as shit. And really cool concept of this movie of a blind man who knows his house all too well. And these kids try to like break in to grab, because they know he's blind and shit. And moving around the house and stuff. And all of a sudden he knows where they are at all times. And really suspenseful, really great acting. The guy is kind of just menacing looking. And there's a lot of it's one of those movies that's like jump scares. So get, if you're a guy, get your girlfriend, You know, have her watch this if she's never seen it, because she'll be jumping on your dick in no time. But no, this also turns into, it's not just a home invasion type movie, because then there's this dark secret that this guy has in his basement with like these girls that are captive and shit.
Don't give it away.
Yeah, there's more to it, but
there's a lot going on in that movie.
But it's definitely one of those movies that kind of makes you rethinking like breaking into anyone's house.
Yeah.
Because you just never know, man. I mean, the guy's...
He may be blind, but he's gonna
he
kick
knows.
your ass.
Yeah, he hears one creak, and it's like he knows exactly where you are.
That part was so creepy when he was like right by her.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like going. Yeah, his eyes were like all fucking
foggy.
Yeah.
Oh god,
creepy.
yeah.
So, I'm gonna say 2006. The Red Sun Tower. Talked religiously about this one. We even did a toe tag trivia. Talked about this one a little more in depth. But yeah, man, what more can you say? It's a great atmosphere from the toe tag boys. Toe tag pictures, as I know them as.
And Shelby.
Yeah, Shelby, Fred, fucking Jeremiah, all those guys.
The whole crew.
Yeah, excellent film, excellent package, excellent fucking release too. I mean,
5 discs.
You really gotta have some fucking time to watch this, Jack. I mean, look at this shit.
5 discs.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they're all good. You learn so much about toe tag and their product and their fans and whatnot. And you know, they really put everything into their films. And this one is my personal favorite because, yeah, I love the AU trilogy like everyone else, you know, and Maskhead and Scylla Tersica, shit like that, all that good shit. Murder Collection Volume 1. But the Red Sun Tower is what does it for me, which solidifies toe tag and distinguishes them from other horror companies. Not to disrespect other horror companies, but this is the real deal, man. Support toe tag. Red Sun Tower.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Great movie to watch during Halloween, by the way.
2016, another 20. Christ, all these are so damn late. Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. I was intrigued by it, but this movie's fun as hell.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was written by Stephen Byro from Unearthed Films, which is awesome.
Big fan.
And this is just one of those one of those movies that it's kind of this weird, like, he's a human, but he's a werewolf, but nobody ever really considers him. You know, everybody just kind of considers, well, the devil shows up and strikes a deal with him. I'm trying to think what it was for. Yeah, well, anyways. But yeah, he kind of, I remember he comes to the bar and, you know, he starts like kicking ass, and it's one of those movies, man. It's fun to watch. It's something just to put on, enjoy it. Definitely check out Bubba the Redneck Werewolf.
Yeah, you showed me that. That was a fun ride.
That is fun.
That was good.
Based off the comic book series as well, so I've never seen them, but they're out there.
One of my favorite vampire movies in modern days, Let the Right One In. Man, this one, creepy. It's creepy, and it's got such a good character study. It's a good movie about bullying as well, kind of like Found, you know. But, you know, the little girl's a vampire, obviously, and she befriends this little kid who's getting bullied, and basically bad shit happens to all the bulliers. So don't be a bully. This is a great film, though. Is this Norwegian, Ghoul?
I don't remember.
I don't know. It almost looks like fucking Norway with all the snow and shit. Maybe
Could be Scandinavia. It could be Poland, Sweden. I don't know.
Shut up. This is a great fucking movie, man. Let the Right One In. It was also remade called Let Me In, which is also good too. But in my opinion, this is the real McCoy to check out. Let the Right One In. Great vampire film.
We're moving on to 2014. Another Dark Sky, Starry Eyes.
Oh, fucking great movie.
This is something else.
Hell yeah.
Where I guess the price of fame, for some people, is a little too much to handle, and yeah. So she auditions for this, for Sarah, yeah. so she transforms like to a totally different person from what her friends know, and she kind of ends up murdering all of her friends.
Brutal.
And I just remember the brick when she was like hovering over her friend and just took a brick it's a brick or a stone, but I remember just bashing her face in. And
I thought it was a dumbbell. Maybe I'm wrong.
yeah, it was a dumbbell.
Was it a dumbbell?
Yeah, that's right. And just bashing the shit out of her, and
she's all covered in blood. She's like this innocent, cute little girl in the movie, and all of a sudden at the end she's covered in blood. Like, holy
killed all her friends, and then she ends up out in the desert like bald, and
that's fucking
weird.
Fucked up,
yeah,
man.
it's just it's basically the price of fame. Very well done.
Excellent.
Yeah, definitely check out 2014 Starry Eyes.
Can't really go wrong with anything.
It's one of my favorites.
Dark Sky releases. They're such a great company.
Or Midnight releasing. IFC Midnight, I should say.
Yeah, IFC Midnight. 2007, I believe.
Yeah.
One of my absolute favorite movies to watch during the Halloween seasons, hands down. Trick or Treat with the lovable Sam.
Which, again, it's like Terrifier. Like,
we saw Sam tonight, actually.
Big Sam.
A very big Sam.
Big Sam.
Sam's all grown up. But yeah, man, I'm sure everyone under the sun, every horror fans have fucking seen this film already, but if not, check it out, dude. Like, Trick or Treat is so fucking good. The atmosphere, it's one of the greatest atmospheric October movies you can even think of. Like, it's just amazing. Like, it's such a great anthology, in the vein of like Creepshow or Tales from the Dark Side or something like that. It's a real throwback. Done great. Just can't say any bad about Trick or Treat, man.
And Sam has really become an icon.
Yeah, it's kind of like art in Terrifier. Like, it's fucking cool. These guys are gonna be the new boogeymen, so
yeah,
I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
All right, from 2013. Everybody gave shit for this movie, but I don't care. Lords of Salem.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
This movie is fantastic.
Work of art.
And really, it really comes down to that. I mean, not to mention the opening scene, which Sherry Moon laying naked on the bed.
I remember when we saw it in the theater, and that was the first thing I saw. I'm like, oh, okay.
But, I mean, she's a radio VJ working with Ken Foree and the other guy I can't remember. But they work a late night radio show, and this mysterious package arrives, and then I love actually the sound when they play that on the record player. It's just so tribal, so creepy. It's so creepy.
Yeah.
We always thought it would make a great death metal or funeral doom song.
Oh yeah.
And a guitar. And then it's basically about the witch trials and the descendants of Salem, and again, really well done. It's a mind fuck, but
blasphemy at its best.
But so cool. Lords of Salem. Even if you give Rob Zombie shit for 31, I wouldn't blame you. It's one of his weaker films, but I don't get it. Everybody wants Devil's Rejects or House with a Thousand Corpses all the time. It's like, they're great movies, but man, you gotta look past mainstream shit, man.
I think Lords of Salem really told people that Rob Zombie is an amazing director, right up there with Kubrick, because there's so many scenes in Lords of Salem that are reminiscent of, like, either The Shining or Dario Argento's Suspiria. Like, you could tell that Rob was definitely influenced by that type of shit. And I don't know if we ever told this story about when we saw Lords of Salem, but there were like fucking protests outside of like Christian groups and shit. It was like being at a Slayer show. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Oh yeah.
You will burn!
Hey, so be it.
Fuck.
We're still here, are we not? Yeah.
It's from 2003, but it took for fucking ever to make. Charlie's Family, Manson family.
Back in like the 90s they were working on that
man,
shit.
Jim Van Bever fucking been working on this, even gave his blood for the fucking movie, We said so much about this movie in the past, but, it's just amazing. It's one of the best depiction of the Manson story, and I like how it talks about the Manson family and doesn't just focus on Charlie. You know,
It's the family. Yeah.
The fact that Jim Van Bever orchestrated these murder sequences which just are unfucking believable. They're so believable. Every stab, you know, it's just
The story
there's no
follows.
pullback whatsoever.
If you ever read the Manson books and stuff about the murders, the Dave murders, it's pretty much to a T about how that shit went down.
It has, you know, the LaBiancas getting slaughtered as well, just like the Tate was, and it's just unbelievable. You can see the carving of war in the chest of Lino LaBianca. I mean, like, it really just goes in so depth. And also it's really cool because it puts it in present time too, where there's actually Manson type cults, you know, and these kids are following and they go after the producer of the Manson movie, the pig producer, you know.
Yep.
Necrophagia's music in it, and Philip Anselmo's music is in
Satan.
it. Yeah, Philip Anselmo plays the voice
of
of Satan. Hell yeah. So yeah, the Manson family is fucking amazing. Charlie's Family is one of the best and my absolute favorite horror movies modern days. I'm sick to death of me saying that.
Rutger Hauer in Hobo with a Shotgun. Best Canadian revenge film, 2011. Basically, just plays a kind of a poor old homeless guy who is living in a town that's run by, I can't fucking remember their names.
A lot of cocaine fiends.
Drake and Slick and Ivan. So it's a dad and his two sons that basically run this city for drugs and crime and whatever else. And just one guy wants to buy a lawnmower and ends up fucking, the place gets robbed and he gets pissed off and says, I'm gonna buy this shotgun and I'm just gonna take law into my own hands, and boy does he ever.
He's gonna Charles Bronson your ass.
And it's fucking awesome. It's one of my favorite like films because it is so much fun. It's even got Ricky from Trailer Park Boys in it, which is gets his head taken off in a sewer, but
That's right.
But no, definitely one of those cool kind of grindhouse type films to check out. So check out Hobo with a Shotgun if you have not yet. Like I said, some of these are older, so you probably have seen them or heard about them at least. But if you haven't checked them out,
yeah,
do it, because we're giving you our favorites. And I mean, if you trust us, well, you'll like these.
You're
movies.
in trouble, I guess.
Yeah, you like the movies.
You're in the hands of madmen, but Hobo with the Shotgun is badass. From 2003, May. I think May is one of the greatest modern day horror films as well. I think Angela Bettis' performance as the loner, the psychotic, depressed individual, happy at times. You just never know what year she's going to go into, and I think that makes it a very dangerous film. And just so admirable, man. Like, fucking her performance is amazing. That Jeremy, I forget his fucking last name, whatever. That guy is amazing as well as the Dario Argento obsessed director, you know, trying to get in her pants. But Lucky McKee is such a great modern day horror film director, and he's made some great fucking films. The Woman is another one that's really good.
Yeah.
Roman, I think. But May is definitely one of his masterpieces, if not his masterpiece. I love this movie. The acting is amazing. Really good gore too in parts. It's kind of got a good Halloween atmosphere too towards the end. Very cool. Check out May. Check out May in October.
Alright.
Fuck.
So if this is from 2000, Anatomy. German, I guess, Body Works type movie. What is her? Franca Potenta? Sure.
We'll go
she plays a girl, Paula, who goes to this med school, and there's an anatomy class, and they end up finding out, like, they're doing, like, have you ever seen Body Works, where they basically just take cadavers and you can cut them in half and do all sorts of things so that, like, people can see what it looks like in your nervous system or whatever. That's kind of what this is based off of. But what you end up finding out is that these human subjects end up becoming like kind of like Burke and Hare, but these people are still living, rather than actually being cadavers. Yep. So she kind of has to try to fight to stay alive because she's one of the students, and all the students start getting taken down one by one. But no, this is definitely a cool movie because I love they actually use bodywork type stuff, and you actually see insides of bodies. It's actually kind of cool.
It's very accurate too.
Very medically accurate, not Human Centipede, which is medically inaccurate.
Yeah.
But they also came out with an Anatomy 2, also with her as well in it. So not giving anything away if she survives, but I guess I did. So well, fuck it. But no, check out this one. Check out Anatomy 2. Great German horror or thriller, whatever the hell you want to call it. So
I enjoyed Anatomy for sure.
Very underrated,
I
unfortunately.
think this is from 2003 as well. High Tension. This movie created quite a buzz. This is definitely part of. They call it the French Fab Four of horror. This definitely is one of them.
Oh yeah.
I got a feeling you probably heard the other ones yet. High Tension is great, man. Gino De Rossi, the guy that did a lot of Fulci films, effects for the Fulci films. Giovanni De Rossi, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He did the effects in this. No one can do a throat slit just like him, man. He's fucking amazing. Such a brutal fucking film. The kills are amazing. I think we used in the past.
We did the cabinet with the guy's head was stuck in when the guy's head was stuck in the
head like a fucking water fountain. It's like
man.
fucking blood everywhere.
Yeah.
That's so fucking killer.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know the ending of this movie makes no sense whatsoever, and I know it gets a lot of shit for it.
Big twist.
It's probably the biggest twist I've ever seen in a fucking horror movie ever.
It was interesting.
But you know, I enjoy it for what it is. I think it's a great, bloody, violent, fucking sadistic fucking movie. Even a little bit of lesbian tones there as well. Brilliant. But High Tension is fucking amazing, man. I actually first heard of this movie through Rob Zombie. He did an interview with him.
Alright guys, we're going to take one more break here, and then we're going to come back, finish these up. So, we'll be back. Enjoy. Cheers.
Halloween.
I think he'll come back.
Halloween, the night he came home. Rated R.
Rayovac is providing free personal kid-size flashlights for use when trick-or-treating Halloween night. These flashlights will light the way to safer rounds of the neighborhoods. To get your flashlight, just come to any Madison Burger King on October 30th and ask for one. No purchase is necessary, and Burger King will give you a special treat bag and a coupon good for the soft drink of your choice. But the supply is limited, so get to Burger King early. And remember, be safe this Halloween. Wear light-colored costumes, be extra careful crossing streets, and ask your parents to check your treats and throw out any unwrapped ones just to be safe.
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Hope you're enjoying the fucking show. We haven't done a show in a while because the world's all fucking crazy and we've been fucking busy.
But
we're back. It's fucking Halloween and
we would never miss the Halloween show. It's an annual tradition over here to send over else.
Hope you're having fun. Get your pen and paper. Write some of these movies down if you've never heard of them. They're definitely fucking great.
Or if you've heard of them and never forgot the names.
Yep, we've been there.
Alright.
Eric Stanzi. Deadwood Park. This movie, oh god, you talk about fall atmosphere. This movie is just fall atmosphere personified. Like, I watched this movie, shit man, I'm gonna watch this fucking movie again before Halloween too. Cause this movie just gets you in the spirit, with all the leaves, all the fucking just decrepit houses, and you know, it's just amazing. And I actually made a mistake. We did a werewolf fucking show once.
Yeah.
And I put this as a werewolf movie. I actually am mistaken. Because this is actually a fucking vampire movie. But the vampire looks just like a fucking werewolf. So I got confused, but whatever. It's a great fucking movie. Eric Stanzi makes some great movies like Scrapbook.
Ice from the Sun.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Definitely. So yeah, check out. He did Ratline too. That was a good one.
Yeah. Never seen that
I'm
one.
probably missing some, but yeah, Deadwood Park is just a fucking great fall atmospheric horror film to watch. Awesome.
What
you got?
Found.
Oh,
we talked
shit.
about this one as a collaboration with Headless. This is actually where it came from.
Oh shit.
Here
we go.
Yeah, Scott Shermer. Based off a novel by Todd Rigney. Also wrote this. But kind of the brother, brothers being brothers, one's a serial killer and his younger brother finds out, and it's like the older brother's pissed that his younger brother found out, but at the same time it's like, dude, he'll go to any lengths to protect him, even from his parents who are assholes. And
you ain't kidding.
No, this is one of those movies that you gotta watch. It's just so much great special effects. Kind of those really great, like, family undertones. I know that makes me sound like I'm talking like Beethoven or something. But
It's Family Matters going around.
yeah, but no, definitely check out Found. This is 2014, I believe.
Oh, man.
So definitely check that one out. If you haven't yet.
Unbelievable film.
I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've probably seen most of these anyways. But
2008, it looks like. Rest in peace, Ryan Nicholson. We really miss you. Made some great films like Hanger, Necrophagia Videos, Torched, Collar, Bleeding Lady. Fuck, Live Feed. I'm probably missing some. Famine is another one. I'm probably missing some, but Gutter Balls I think is his masterpiece and what he's mostly known for. This film has the most fucking F-bombs you'll ever hear.
Aside from Blair Witch, that's a contender.
I think Gutter Balls beats it. I think it's even said that this is the most F-bomb movie ever.
That's possible.
One of the most brutal rape scenes too. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. You're like, holy fuck, really? I would say like, anyone I show extreme horror film, who's getting into horror films, that wants something with a little bit more meat on it, I probably would show them Gutter Balls. And if they can fucking take this, maybe they'll step up to something like August Underground or, something fucking crazy like a Roscoe Lee Palmer or something. If you can get through something like
Okay,
this,
of Guts and Gore.
oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah!
Good luck.
If you can get through Gutter Balls and enjoy it, enjoy the gore, enjoy the depravity, the fucking just. There's a lot of good black comedy in this movie too, but BBK is just such an amazing fucking iconic killer with that bowling bag on his fucking head, the bowling pin fucking just to the head. Oh my god,
good.
the fucking bowling clean scene where he takes his fucking head and smashes it in there. The gay guy that gets fucking, or the transvestite that gets fucking killed. There's so many fucking great moments in Gutter Balls, and we really miss Ryan a lot, man.
Oh yeah.
But at
Miss his
least we got
movies.
his films to remember. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah. Alright, from 2003, Darkness Falls. I love this movie. This one actually creeped the shit out of me.
Is that the Tooth Fairy movie?
Yeah. This is the scene that always got me was when the boy's in his bedroom and he hears shit going on. Because this reminds me of my childhood when it was like you had the covers and you thought you were protected for some dumbass reason. But like he pulls the covers over his head or whatever and hears her like coming through the room like, it's fucking creepy. And then he pulls the covers down and there she is. It's just like, holy shit. It's beware. But this is one of those movies that there really aren't Tooth Fairy movies, It's kind of one of those concepts, but it was done right. She's creepy as shit in this movie. But, the idea that you shouldn't look the Tooth Fairy in the eye, otherwise she'll, take your teeth and kill you. And it was one of my favorite movies. Haven't watched it in a while, probably will.
Good Halloween atmosphere, that one.
Very, very cool movie, though. Very creepy. Very atmospheric. I love it.
Awesome. One of the most violent movies on this list. I'm going to say 2011, I guess. I Saw the Devil.
No, you didn't.
Fucking Hong Kong. Shut up, ghoul. Hong Kong. That one wanted to hurt. Hong Kong horror, Asian horror is the best, man. This one is fucking amazing.
ran into
This is
Charles.
it's never good. This one just is so balls out crazy about revenge, and after you see what this guy goes through, you wonder who the real bad guy is. Really, it kind of makes you think. I Saw the Devil is a great film, man. Check it out. Fucking so violent, so brutal. Great story too.
From 2000. Well, technically it says 99, but it was 2000. The Sixth Sense. It's a very fucking. It has a very fucking weird cover. Bruce Willis, which you never think you'd actually see him aside from Die Hard. But no, this movie is genuinely fucking creepy as a ghost story, as I don't know, I wouldn't say a friendship story, but this was one of the first movies I remember watching where there was actually like that real twist that like threw you for a complete 180.
I never saw it coming.
No, nobody ever did. Of course, this is where the I See Dead People thing started, and
that's pop culture.
Yeah, and the one scene that always got me is when he's walking down the hallway after that play, and he's talking to him, and they have that shot of up the stairs, and it's all the three people hanging there, like that just fucking weirded me out, because if you ever walk into a big school like that and it's like empty, you know, at night, like we used to have concerts, you know, at night, and you're walking through the school, you just look up the stairs, you just think like that's gonna be there. So this movie definitely had an impact, and I think it's still creepy, especially the dead biker that shows up next to the door.
She's standing right outside my window.
And then she goes,
oh fuck.
And then you look, and there's just
I think the scene of The Sixth Sense that fucking puts color in my drawers is probably that fucking scene where the dude's like, the kid's like, come on, I found my dad's gun.
Oh god, yeah, he's in the
His
house.
fucking brain.
He turns around and it's just a big hole in his head.
Yeah,
That's
so many great moments in The Sixth Sense.
It is.
Say what you want about M. Night Shyamalan, whatever the fuck his name is, but the guy makes some decent movies at times.
He does.
The Sixth Sense is great.
Yep, absolutely.
Excellent ghost story. Love it. Boy, here we go. I don't know. I can't see. It's too dark. Inside. Part of another Friendship Fab 4 of horror. My personal favorite. I do love Martyrs as well, but Inside is definitely my favorite. This is the most psychotic story of this fucking depraved woman just wanting to cut the fetus out of this poor woman, and of course there's a lot more going on than that, but the kills are just so fucking brutal, man. Like they just nail you to the back fucking seat, you know what I'm saying? And it fucking just never lets out. The part where she kills her own fucking mother with that fucking in the neck and blood spurting on the fucking wall, and you'll never look at Scissors the same way again after you see Inside. Now, I've never seen the remake, and I have no fucking intention of seeing the remake. I hear it's a fucking wet bag of shit, and I've never seen it, so it's probably unfair to say, but there's no fucking way it could be better than the original Inside.
It never will be.
Fuck yeah.
They lie if they say it is.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Alright, next one I got another Dark Sky. Of course I got a lot of these. 2015, We Are Still Here.
It's good company.
This is kind of more winter scene rather than it would be. But this movie's downright fucking creepy.
Oh, I remember when we watched that.
Autopsy Effects, Marcus Cook's company, does the effects in this film. So shout out to you. That's awesome. But this one is basically just kind of a family that's been kind of locked in this house for many, many years that were burned to death. And, you know, this family moves in and just all this shit just starts kind of going weird. And it's one of those that it is genuinely creepy because they're literally in the middle of nowhere in this farmhouse. And there's just all this stuff that's going on, but they have to kind of like fight two sides, living and dead. So it's, but it's kind of weird though. You see the ghosts at kind of the end of the movie, and they're actually more peaceful than anything. They were just, you know, it's like this old miner-looking guy and then his 2 kids. I mean, they really didn't harm anybody per se, but yeah, I always loved those monsters with the whiteout eyes and like the flames.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Who directed that movie? Is that the same dude that did Almost Human?
Ted? No.
Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Ted Geohex.
But that's a great film. It's definitely got like even Lucio Fulci vibe to it, like House by the Cemetery.
It's kind of got a 70s, 80s, like a 70s vibe, like the clothing and stuff is kind of 70s retro. Yeah.
That's a great one. One of the best Killer Kid movies. Aussie Horror again, Eden Lake. This movie is really fucking brutal. We've talked about this many times in the past, but yeah, this one. The outhouse scene, man, that's just so hard to watch. That fucking chick's all fucking covered in shit. And then when she kills the little boy, because she has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many good moments, so many brutal moments. It starts at home. You know? Yeah. It starts at home. The way is your kid. You know, if you're a fucking fuck up, your kid will become a fucking fuck up as well. So, you know, love your kids, raise them right, or turn into Eden Lake, man. Brutal shit. Those kids need some serious anger management.
All right, next one I got 2017, 2013.
Oh, it's a good one.
Demon's Rook. Really great creature feature for sure.
One of the best.
I mean, this has got like everything in it, from almost like zombie type creatures to full-fledged demons. But it's they open a portal more or less, as Monk does, to hell, I guess, or this other world, where the demons they cross over and they just wreak havoc on like the townspeople of Roscoe, and it's just an all. I love the lighting in this, very Mario Bava-ish, the blues, the reds, very strong color like that. There is some computer CGI, but I mean very minimal, and it's something you really don't fucking know. So lots of practical effects in this. I don't remember who did the effects on this one. Oh, James Sizemore. Name sounds familiar, but I can't remember why.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, James Sizemore does the effects on this one, so definitely check out 2013 Demon's Rook. Very underrated film.
That one you gotta check out. That one is so fucking amazing. So many good fucking moments in that movie.
Love all the creatures. It reminds me of like a Star Trek episode. Like, there's just so many like cool
with gore.
With gore, yeah.
Plenty fucking gore. Oh, here we go. Martyrs. You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Definitely. This movie makes you realize how fucked up religion really is. What I like about this movie is there's so much shit going on in this movie. It's you got the torture porn element, which I don't like that word personally, but I don't know what else to call it. You got the torture porn aspect to it. You got the revenge aspect to it. And then you got this fucked up religious cult aspect to it. And you put it all in one, and you get Martyrs, man. Like this movie's so fucking brutal. And if you're aware of the past history of this movie, look it up. There's quite a history on this one. Very good gore. All practical effects. Most of these movies are that we choose.
Yeah.
Excellent film, right up there with Inside and High Tension. Fucking Martyrs, man. Avoid the remake.
Please do.
Please do.
Alright, I got another dark comedy here. This would be...
Is that Al Snow?
2011. You watched this one, Overtime.
Yes, I did.
Don't forget the cake.
The cake is very important.
So this is kind of it's a zombie film. Basically this guy's kind of an assassin or a hitman. Or Al Snow's that plays a hitman, of course from wrestling, we all know Head.
What's everybody want?
And him and his partner have to go and take care of this job at this factory. To find out that this factory is run over by these like zombies, but they're like bio something. Like they're fucking kind of creepy, really. And he has to kind of go on this whole thing to save or whatever the people that he's with. But he's got to get in time. It's got to be done in time to get home for his son's or daughter's birthday.
It's a lot, River.
And don't forget the cake. It's all you got to remember in this movie. He had to save the cake.
Goes through hell and high water.
Oh hell yeah! But it's comedy. It's funny. It's zombies. It's good. I love this movie. It's fun as hell.
I enjoyed that one. Cool showed me that one a long time ago.
It's a good time.
Oh Christ! Here we go. Yep.
That's one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. We've had. I think this is the first countdown.
We're doing pretty good so far.
The deepest we've gone into a countdown, I think, before the first.
Yeah.
Same one.
Found is one of my all-time favorite horror movies from fucking modern days, man. Like, I just love the story between the two brothers, the camaraderie between those two. One good, one bad, one trying to learn from the other, you know. And The Abuse at Home was a great movie about bullying. Great gore, especially the headless fucking short. But I think my favorite part of this movie, and I've said this many times in the past, is when they go to the video store.
Oh, yeah.
It's so nostalgic. It's got such a nostalgic feeling because you remember seeing those movie covers and going to the stores and actually when there were movie stores, you know, VHS and shit like that. It was just such a fucking great time, and it really brings back in this movie. Scott Schremer, amazing director.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love Found. If you've never seen Found, dude, pause the fucking video and go fucking find it. Download it. Fucking buy it. I don't give a fuck. Just check this movie out. If you are a fucking horror fan, you will love it.
This one is from 2007. A Pakistani film. This is the first. Hell's Ground.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
This movie's actually better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yep.
It's a splatter film. Kind of in the vein of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th. But it's got like everything in here. I remember people are traveling in this van and they end up in this voodoo area and they start talking to this lady. She proceeds about death and forewarns them and stuff. And all of a sudden this like hooded fucking, I don't even know what the hell you call it, shows up with this mace and starts swinging it around and throwing it at people and right through the head, and it's just it basically just got this banshee type character just chases these kids around and killing everything in its path. It's kind of a pretty straightforward movie. I mean, there's nothing really fancy about it. There's some good gore in here from what I remember.
Really good gore.
But it is a good movie, and I think to put Pakistan on the map for horror.
Oh yeah.
There you go. It's not so bad.
It's pretty
from
cool.
2017, Hell's Ground.
I remember I was hanging out with Ghoul one night, and like he had this movie called Hell's Ground. I'm like, yeah, that sounds kind of cool. And you never seen it either, so we watched it. And man, that movie was fucking fun as hell, man. There's like shit flying everywhere.
It's good. It's got zombies in it.
Like you said, who would have thought like a Pakistani horror film? Wow, that's pretty.
It's actually pretty well done too. So lighting was really cool in that one. I don't remember the soundtrack very much, but
yeah, I enjoyed it. It was cool. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a return to form. 2018, or maybe 2017.
I think it's 18 because that was fairly recent.
Song of Solomon.
Unearth, our first Unearthed film.
Yep. Stephen Byro, we love you. We always support you here at Descent Nowhere Hell. This is one of my personal favorite films of modern days. Rightfully so. It's got it all, man. It's got great acting. It's got really good, even some scares, like her eyes, like, dude, like, her fucking eyes are so fucking creepy, and Jessica Cameron's eyes.
Oh, the three, like, the almost like cat eyes, but there's three eyes. It's
like when she's talking to the priest and her eyes, like, go all fucked up. That's creepy as hell. Gore from Toe Tag Pictures and fucking Marcus Cook and Jeremiah Cruz together.
Goddamn.
That's just gonna be a gore fest from hell, man, and fucking Bon Appetit, this fucker fucking delivers.
The best part is when she regurgitates her guts and then eats them again. It's just like
That's a homage to Gates of Hell, by the
Absolutely,
way.
absolutely.
Well, she lives. Yeah,
Great acting. Jessica Cameron did phenomenal in that.
Phenomenal.
Check out Truth or Dare. She directed that one. That one's also really good.
That one I've never seen. I haven't checked that out. But yeah, man, Song of Solomon is just amazing. Like what Stephen Biro had
Jane
for
Van Bever is in there.
Stephen Biro had for a vision. He really conquered it in this one. Stephen Biro did an amazing job on this film. He really did his research on the whole exorcism.
Oh yeah.
And she even speaking Latin and
she learned it for this movie.
There's all the robes and shit. They're all legit. All the crosses and shit.
Yep.
It's not like a fucking propagated fucking whatever. It's fucking the real deal, and you can really see that. And the dude from Angel Corpse, I forget his name offhand. I'm sorry, Gene Palabolibisky. I always fuck his last name up. He's a dude from Angel Corpse, which I love. Ghoul loves too. And he plays this exorcist priest, man. It's
Jim
just
Van Bever plays a priest in it.
She goes through a lot of priests.
Yeah. I think the coolest part about this movie is it starts off with such a bang when the priest rips his tongue out. It just starts off like here, and you think, how could it get to here? You know, it's like, goddamn.
And it delivers, and myself and Ghoul were huge fans of Stephen Biro and Unearthed films, and we always will be.
Check out our Unearthed films.
Yeah, we even did a fucking review, a half-assed review of this.
Yep.
So yeah, Song of Solomon, one of my favorites. Alright, is this our last ones?
Must be. You said 25, but I guess we're doing 20. That's fine. From 2004, Satan's Little Helper. Here's another good Halloween fan favorite.
Yeah.
Basically, this nerdy kid, Douglas, wants he was playing a video game, Satan's Little Helper, and all of a sudden Satan shows up, and he follows him on all these like what he thinks are kind of these innocent little pranks and stuff like that. What it comes to find out is this devil is trying to like harm people, and kind of gets Douglas to kind of partake in some of it. But yeah, he's such an innocent little nerd though, so it's kind of like but it is fun though. It's a cool Halloween film. It's definitely worth checking out. But yeah, Satan's Little Helper.
There's some good kills in that one too.
So, with that being said, I guess that's 20.
Yeah.
I must have said 25. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 25, but stop 20. Okay. So we're gonna take a break here, and then we're gonna come back, and of course, give you the sad, unfortunate news of some passings that we've recently had. We're not gonna get too much into them. We'll kind of talk a little bit, but absolutely. Come back to you guys. Cheers.
Halloween shopping doesn't have to be a nightmare. Come to Partyland and save. 7 locations with prices so low, it's scary.
I've been seeing things. Hallucinations about Mary Lou Maloney. That girl who died in our school.
Mary Lou Maloney is back for the prom. And she's going to make sure it's a night you'll never want to remember. Hello, Mary Lou. Prom night 2. Rated R.
Starts Friday at a theater near you. Check newspaper for feature times.
Announcing his candidacy for president.
His vote for the Crypt Keeper Fiends. Cause you know that my tales will deliver. It's murder, it's madness, it's fun. Why die a slow death when you can run? 3 cheers for the wretch, black and blue. Oh, you know how my tales make you shiver. Like stabbing, throat grabbing, delight. It's vindictive, so addictive, 1,000 points of fright.
Premiere Saturday night at 10:30 on HBO.
Hey, what's going on, horror fans? We don't like doing this, but it's something we obligated to do as horror fans. It's never good when we lose horror heroes, whether it's in movies or music. But for this Halloween, we're going to do our 4 Pumpkins salute again, which we've been doing for a couple years now. And these 4 individuals definitely deserve it. So without further ado, here's the Descent into Horror Hell Halloween edition 4 Pumpkin tribute. Cheers, gentlemen.
guys, welcome back. I am Ghoul.
I'm Skid Gore.
So we are going to have a Planets Collide episode because, like we said, we wanted to do metal and horror. So we're going to pick out 5 albums, actually 5 bands / albums of stuff we listen to while it's Halloween, October time, fall time.
Should be cool.
So my first one is going to be kind of 2, but it's the same person. So Acid Witch, aka Slasher Dave. Because Slasher Dave does nothing with vocals for his own personal stuff, but he's kind of like Midnight Syndicate, but more like 80s retro, 70s synth style. Definitely gets you in the mood for Halloween. And Acid Witch, I was going to say Acid Bath, but Acid Witch, like Witch Tank Hallucinations, Stoned, and then of course Evil Sound Screamers. Yeah. All homage and throwback to vintage Halloween. Gotta love it. So
shit, yeah. That was a good choice. I've had Typo Negative. I just think they're one of the greatest fucking bands to listen to during this time of year. And all kinds of times of year, really. I mean, just one of my favorite bands of all time as well. Rest in peace, Peter Steele. I would say that's a hard one. It's a cross between World Coming Down and Slow, Deep, and Hard. But I would probably have to say World Coming Down because it's got Creepy Green Light and All Hallows Eve. So what better representation of Halloween sonically can you get from than Typo Negative?
Oh yeah. Alright, my next one's White Zombie. Could also do Rob Zombie as well. But I think White Zombie actually no, Rob Zombie does more of the Halloween stuff. White Zombie was old school Halloween stuff, obviously based off the film. Astral Creep 2000 would be one of my favorite albums. But I mean, La Sextra
Cristo, Devil Music Volume 1.
Yeah, however do they say that. But yeah, White Zombie, it epitomizes, it kind of gets you, like, just get your fucking adrenaline going, and love it.
It's good for Halloween parties.
Absolutely.
Too. All the chicks love Rob Zombie. So.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I have Skepticism. They're a funeral doom metal band from... Are they from Finland? I think they're from Finland, aren't they? Yeah, we'll go with that.
Overseas.
One of fucking amazing goddamn band. They fucking got such a good Halloween October atmosphere. Such a death atmosphere in their music. The album, I listened to a lot of their shit, but definitely Storm Crew Fleet was the first album I ever heard by Skepticism.
That opening track is so like...
it's pouring. Oh god, fucking so many great fucking tracks on Storm Crew Fleet, and that really just gets me in a Halloween spirit.
I was like Alloy.
Yes, good. Very good.
My next one is Skepticism, and
imagine that.
You know what's gonna happen, but I would say Alloy is my favorite. Actually, I shouldn't say it's my favorite. But I definitely, Pharmacon's good, but I definitely think, Storm Crew Fleet it's just so...
Did I say Storm Crew Fleet? I meant Storm Crew Fleet.
I wasn't going to correct you.
I'm sorry, Storm Crew Fleet.
So that's what I would pick, but Alloy is also a really good one, or AES.
Yeah.
That's like 37 minutes and it's one song.
Yeah, Ether and Leather is
Ether and Leather, Aether, whatever.
You can't really go wrong with Skepticism, and they must be good, and we both had them, so fuck yeah, that's some good Halloween shit.
Alright.
Misfits. Whoa. How can you not have a Halloween party without a little bit of Misfits?
Damn right.
Man, oh fuck. I just love the collections, like Collection 1 and 2, because they have all those hits on them. Definitely like Blood Feast and Vampira, Horror Hotel, list goes on, Return of the Fly, just so many fucking classic songs that get you in such a good Halloween spirit. I listen to Misfits all fucking year round, but does something to you when you listen to them during October.
When you look outside.
And they got the song Halloween and Halloween 2, Halloween is one of the greatest fucking tracks ever. Fucking Misfits. Yeah. Don't sing, Ghoul.
Sorry. What the hell else do I got? Oh, Black Sabbath. Aha.
We're looking at cue cards.
I sometimes have to try to remember what I actually put down. But Black Sabbath, definitely the first self-titled Black Sabbath. That opening track with the bell and the rain and stuff, it's just...
Yeah, you can't go wrong, dude.
It's good. Alright, as you were.
even that fucking cover is so Halloweeny too.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta look. Oh, okay. A lovely band from Norway called Dark Throne. You might have heard of them. Yeah. You know, this mostly Norwegian black metal is for winter, you know, when it's cold and it's dark. But,
yeah.
You know, I listen to it all year round, but I love listening to Dark Throne around Halloween as well. Probably the album Under Funeral Moon, because it's so raw. You know, Transylvanian Hunger is raw too, but yeah, I think Under Funeral Moon is Walking the Triangle Flames, or what the fucking song's called. That riff is just so fucking heavy, man. Triangle Flames, or whatever the fuck that song's called, I forgot, but yeah,
something.
It's fucking amazing. And Dark Throne's just, you can't go wrong with Dark Throne, man.
I don't know. My last one is Witchfinder General. UK's finest. Back-to-back UK bands. Witchfinder General, Death Penalty, one of my favorite albums. Friends of Hell's pretty good, but I think Witchfinder General's Death Penalty is one of my favorite. So they're always good for me, but Halloween time I kind of like that vibin' mushroom tea type music. So
gotta have the mushroom tea with the pumpkin pie.
Last one, what you got?
Last one is pretty obvious, if you know me, and that would be Necrophagia. Now, it's hard to pick a fucking album because they're just Halloween personified, you know. But if I had to, probably White Worm Cathedral, which is sadly their last record. That one just has such a fucking great. It's so heavy, man. You know.
They have their Slipknot song too in there.
Yeah, I like also Death Trip 69 because it has the Trick or Treat Last Halloween, and that's a great Halloween song. So yeah, Necrophagia.
Oh yeah, so there's our
Rest
top.
in peace, Killjoy.
There's our top 5 metal albums to listen to around Halloween time.
Shit yeah, man.
So we're gonna go away real quick. We're gonna come back. We're gonna wrap this up. Cheers, guys. We'll be back.
This summer, experience nightmares at Dreamworld. Find out what lurks in the freezer, then step inside Angosha, guaranteed to send shivers up your spine. Discover the dark side of Dreamworld. Nightmares live scare attraction.
What's going on, guys? I hope you enjoyed the 40th, finally goddamn episode of Descent into Horror Hell. It was a lot of fun. Halloween, like I said, is like our fucking Christmas here, man, and hopefully it continues, so fuck yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun doing it.
Absolutely. Definitely go check out anything else. We'll do some recent watches, some other shit we can put together in the meantime, but it will be a while till the next one because we got the holidays coming up and overtime and everything else. We'll get to you guys when we can.
In this crazy fucking world we live in, myself and Gould just want to say, y'all, be smart, you be safe, alright? Happy Halloween. We'll see you guys next time. We were Descent into Horror Hell.
Happy Halloween.
After 13 years away from home, she returned to a house of terror. A shocking motion picture of suspense and horror.